Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we set up all of these rail signals and now we've got 2 trains running on this track. Plus we obviously have the track builder, which is going to be a bit of a challenge if we want to electrify this, but I don't think we're there yet. We might in fact actually look at building some other components of this rail, like this, to get us to eventually run some of these trains directly over here. So that might be partially what we do in the meantime. Though, in order to do that, we'll probably need to allow for a little bit of crossover. So, what I think we will do, let's have a look at doing this, right? So can we do, no, that doesn't want to work. Can we do this? Yes, we can, and we can do that. So if we go about building this, I don't know if it'll work, but anyway, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. We might find that our track builder gets stuck. We need to put these kind of crossovers in place every now and again, I think. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. So it'll... Okay, if we do this, right, it's going to come out... Yeah, we're going to be in trouble. It's going to come in through here, down there. It's going to build this, and then go back into that general direction. So it's gonna be a challenge for us to get it to work. None of these things will allow it to get to... that might actually. Going in there. Going in there. Actually, that will. Okay, so let's get cracking on these 2 items here. Okay, and then what I'll need to do is I'll need to remove some of these signals. So rail signals is quite an interesting one. If we remove these and remove those, and yeah, that should... Oh, we need to remove these. Okay, so that might get us to where that construction will actually work. Though it will be a challenge for our various trains. This is this guy coming back with some... Where's the electricity problem? Let's just quickly check this out. Okay, hang on. Pause it for a second so we quickly check the electricity. I don't want us to have issues with electricity. Oh, it's on fire. That's the issue. Okay. That's not a problem. If it's on fire, it's not a problem, because it'll be fixed before we know it. Yeah, that's fine. Done, and everybody should be up and running again. Okay, excellent. Another building on fire? Come on. It's prefab panels, but at least we've got a number of trucks on the way there to come and sort it out. Jeez, this is slow. Move this thing along a little bit quicker. That guy will take a little bit of time to actually get done. Yeah, it's going to take a bit more time. So these guys shouldn't bother each other too much. And we're out. So we will need, I think, at least another one. But we'll give it till the end of August to see how we do now with just this guy. I'm assuming we're going to do a much better job at building some of these things. Creating some of it. We only just ran out here, so I'm not too worried. Our traffic jam is, the same traffic jam we always have. So this guy is unloading. Potentially just one extra wagon could get us there. Could get us there a little bit quicker. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to move this guy in here and get one more wagon loaded onto it. Here comes that guy. Just see what's going on over here. It should be able to build that one and then get back. Excellent. Should be able to go back. Oh no. Oh, actually, it will go up there and then turn around. It can't get back. Okay, maybe that'll work. Okay, maybe I didn't need to do all this stuff. Oh, that worked quite well. That worked really quite well. Oh, well, we're almost out of that. And this guy is around. Okay, let's add one more wagon, please. Okay, and that is going to be it. Let's grab this guy and start it again, please. Thank you. And we were doing a great job until we bought that wagon, but I think that's going to be okay. I think that's going to get us to a little bit more, a better place. And I think this guy should still run at 40. We could actually do even more of them. It's just a bit slow at the moment. It's just a bit slow going. Yeah, we could also do this. That won't actually work. Actually, that could work if we run it this way. And then we'll need, yeah, I don't know, that won't actually work to get back. But anyway, it'll be what it is. Okay, now let's quickly see what are we doing over here. Oh, these are built. That's pretty good. I wouldn't mind maybe doing these sections as well. So let's go ahead and assign our road builders to do that for us. Okay. So let's have a look. End of August. We're going to get to end of August. We did buy another wagon, but I think we are it's going to work either way. And what we can do now is look at, well, let's get to the end of August. We can start planning out some other stuff. Oh, hang on. We built this guy. So this will be clothing exports. Okay. So let's rename this. What are we calling it? Cornoe clothing exports. So let's do that. Cornoe clothing exports. Okay. It will pick up clothing from over here. Actually, we'll need to buy one vehicle, though. Let's buy one covered hull vehicle. Maximum capacity is this guy right there. We'll grab that guy. We will be picking up clothing. And then we will be unloading clothing over here, though I would like it to be at about 30%. We will, or above 20. What is our numbers here? 20% will be 60. Yeah, it'll be above, let's do above 10% actually. 10% for now. And what we'll do is we will remove the customs house completely. So we're not going to do that anymore. You will be picking up. What are you picking up from Switzer? Where? Oh, this was the exports, huh? Okay, so let's close out that one too. And what we'll do is we'll actually just assign another one over here. And we'll say this will be loading again. So if we were to, can we please move this one up there? Thank you. So it'll pick these two up. And then export them for us once it gets to above 10%. So this will be exports only, and we'll remove exporting from this one altogether. What I might do is I might actually reassign 2 or so vehicles. Well, let's just go with 2 vehicles for the time being. 1 vehicle reassigned over that way. And that should work. So now we're not doing exports anymore. This is Cornoe. We need to rename this. This is actually... Oh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, hang on. I made a mistake here. I need to do distribution from here as well. So let's just quickly change these again. Move that one up there. Okay, so now we're exporting from over here. So once it's 10% there, we can export. And these guys won't be exporting anymore. No. Why didn't this do its thing? Hang on. Try that again. Move it up there and save it, right? There we go. Load it up and then distribute it. This is Cornoe food and alcohol warehouse. Okay, so this is then... Yeah, there we go. So that should be okay, and we'll just call this, instead of clothing, we'll just call it Cornoe Hills Distribution. Hills Goods Distribution. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is reasonably placed. We've got lots in there. We've got a fair bit over there. So all of this is continuously producing. So I'm hoping that by the end of August, even though we did purchase a lot extra, we're now starting to see a little bit of money come in. So that is looking pretty good. I think this will hold us over for the time being. Now that guy is heading back. This guy, oh, they're not even disrupting each other too much anymore. And I'd like to get to the end of August so we can see what level of exports we're seeing over here. I have an inkling suspicion we can actually add an extra vehicle to the exports, which would be awesome to do. Will be awesome to do. So these should be all set up, ready to go. Let's quickly set these signals back in. So again, as you get into the intersection, you have a chain. As you get out of the as you get out of the intersection, you have a block signal, right? This guy is all good. That's perfect. We'll need some more stuff going on over here. Oh, actually, that's really it, I think. We'll do... actually, this needs to be mixed. So let's do mixed signals here and mixed signals there. And then we'll do block going out that way. And we'll probably need... all of these things are kind of interconnected. So that's kind of why it doesn't really want to work. Can we just do a mixed signal over there? Yeah, I believe that is kind of closing it off a little bit. So that should work. Just one single mix signal there should give us the ability to move into that direction and start doing that. Now, let's have a look. We're at the end of August and we're not quite there, but we've about 30,000 if we didn't purchase any vehicles. And I do think we have the ability to export a little bit more over here. Maybe one extra vehicle would do the trick for us. Okay, so once we get to the end of that, I just want to have a look. Oh, the imports are still killing me. Okay, so what did we do? We did about 105,000 in terms of imports. So if we look last month, exports are good. Look at those mechanical components there, guys. Look at that. That's looking really healthy. Clothing and mechanical components is giving us a good number. We're still doing good bitumen. We're still sending out a fair bit of alcohol. And even fuel is still being sent out. So that is a really good number. I like that. If we go and look at the imports, we're still grabbing chemicals, which I despise. These are acceptable. The rest, food. Why are we importing food? Okay, so are we not? I think we're then probably just not keeping pace with food production. But maybe now we should do a little bit better. Now that these are kind of running, how much are we moving over there? 50%. So potentially we'll need to drop this down a little bit to say 30%, so we don't run out of the food producing variety. 10% would be, yeah, even that's still too much. Let's get it up to 20%. Okay, so hopefully that's going to keep us afloat here. Okay. This guy is basically loading continuously. And I think we potentially have room to put another one in there. I would love to not export as much. These guys are sending chemicals to... Can we just up the number? Can we just up these numbers a little bit? So we send more chemicals to our various stations here. You've got... Oh, this is... Oh, no. We're out of chemicals. That's the issue here. We're out of chemicals. This side, we're out of chemicals. And I guess this side, we are not even close, right? Yeah, so this one is pretty good. The other one is not great. So we just need to... We're not producing sufficient amount of chemicals at the moment. Yeah, okay. So that's really the issue here. We're using more chemicals than we're producing. And I'm not exporting any of it anymore. So it should really be okay. We're still dropping crazy amounts here. What's going on? I mean, where am I? Oh, hang on. I haven't set it up. Cornoe Hills Clothing Warehouse. Cornoe... Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, it's not over. It's not enough anymore. Okay. Can I pick this number to say maintain 5%, please? That's why we're dropping down a little bit. So now these guys will start exporting straight away. And on this side, is it going to be alcohol only or... No, we'll do everything really. Yeah, we need to up this this number. So it'll keep so 300. So 30, 15. It'll keep 15 tons in storage, so that's okay. So 15 tons should be okay, so we don't run them. So that's why our exports are lagging a little bit because our big ticket item has been disrupted a little bit here. But I think our corn imports, is it corn? What are we calling? Crops imports is doing okay. Okay, I don't necessarily want to jump into some significant additional rail construction just yet, because I'd rather we export a bit more of this stuff. We're winning this. We're winning this battle. I think an extra vehicle on this side is probably exactly what we want. Mechanical components. We just got the one over here. How many do we have here? 2. And then we've got this guy, which is okay, for the time being, the steel exports, I'm not going to run like this. So let's just move this vehicle. So I'm going to move this vehicle over there. So we export a little bit more aggressively there. Yeah, this is starting to look really good now. Yeah, it's all taking chemicals as well. We should have something over here. Yeah, is it creating? Oh yeah, it is coming in. Okay, let's have a quick look. Holding on, I think we'll see. Let's have a quick look at what's happening with our waste management. So if I were to look at waste. Got a few things here that's a little bit full, but I think we're holding on. Nothing is overflowing at the moment. Where is this? Oh my goodness, we're out of power again. But it should be fine. Let's just have a look at our waste. Waste should be okay. Nothing seems to be super overflowing. There's 1 or 2 that's a little bit busy. But I think we're all good for the time being. I want to do a better job with waste as we expand. This is looking all good. These numbers, this doesn't have a waste thing. Okay. We need to do a little bit of construction over here. We need a bit of a waste guy. So as it stands, we're not able to... Oh, waste can't actually go through there. Okay. Let's before we get there, let's actually build like to do that, and we'll do this and start construction there. And then I think if I do the waste now, we should be able to see it working. So if I did this, really? Is it not even telling me? Doesn't seem to be. I'm pretty sure this will work though. Let's just get our construction crews underway there to come and do this. So now we're kind of running out. I think what I might do is I might actually drop this down to a 5% as well. We don't necessarily need such a significant stockpile. I'd rather... Oh, this is the wrong one. It's not for steel. So I may as well move that back. What is this guy doing? Refrigeration and so on. We don't necessarily want to take away there. We don't want to lose it. So ultimately we may have to purchase another vehicle, which is not looking too bad actually. So I will purchase another vehicle. We should be able to make both of them work. Okay, so keep both of them nice and running. You have technical services over here, which should cover all of this, but yeah, not ideal really. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. End of September, we're going to have a reasonable number yet again. But we do need to get ourselves sorted out a little bit. So I think, so the next step is, do we start setting some of this stuff up? I think we're in a reasonable position to start the construction with this stuff. Though I don't necessarily think we have... I mean, we could do a hell of a lot more with the workers we have available, I think. Let's have a look. What is our unemployment rate here? Oh, we've got very few unemployed workers here. So, excuse me. I do think I'm a little bit better these days, but we'll see. So we could, in fact, start to build a few extra buildings. And I think that might be the case, because if we look here, we've got a lot of people living at home with their parents. So maybe, let's see, if we were to look at building something over here, I think we could still get people to go there. So let's have a look. Let's build some more housing. Now, what did we use here? I don't want to get massive with these things. Yeah, it's these guys. 108 kind of thing. So if we were to do something like this, let's zoom it out. We can actually get pretty much everywhere we need to go. So I think I might do a couple more buildings on this side to support us a little bit. So let's zoom this in a little bit. I love this idea here. So if we do that one there, and we do this one, and we move it a little closer. Yeah, we'll do this one, say, over there. Can we do one more thing at the back there? Actually, this would even work to do it like this. I actually don't mind that too much. It's a pretty reasonable design that we will need to build some additional. Yeah, I don't mind that, a little cluster there. That's actually pretty good. Let's start by at least building a little pathway through here. We'll leave that in place like so. Then can we maybe squeeze in another building? Let's get one more building in here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it seems reasonable, like so. Let's just try and maintain the same kind of height. Okay, I think we've used a higher building over there, so let's do a little bit different here. Let's make them a little smaller. Come on, get my zoom to work. Oh, we've got a single building, a single access point here. I do wonder what our best bet is here with our little pathways. Do we instead run it like this so we can run straight through the middle here? Yeah, we've got heating everywhere here. Let's do that one there, and then this one like so. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a nice little design. Now, let's clear out some of these older pathways so we can make room for something new. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll straighten it like this. We'll then kind of run it through here. Actually, let's see about running it down there first. And then we'll try and tie it in. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's make a start on that path there. So let's get the construction crews in here to come and build these quickly. Now this will probably need some additional kind of facilities, so we'll have to have a bit of a look. I also think we need a little bit more power. So let's get an extra power substation going on. I don't necessarily think we have everything we need. So let's try and cover a few more facilities from kind of this side here. So if we were to do something like this, I think that should be pretty reasonable. Let's do that. We'll get that one going on over there. Now we should be able to bring in some power from here. So I'll go underground. Underground here. Yeah, I think this might be sufficient. So let's just do that. Let's just tie in an extra bit of power substation in through there. Let's start the construction process there. And the same thing here. Let's start construction with this. I believe this should get construction officers onto them straight away. Yeah, there we go. They're getting in. That's happening. So we'll get some additional housing in this area. I think we're packing it in pretty tightly here. Our water and everything should cover this fairly easily. Slowly starting to fill in the town, so we get a bit more workers going on. We should be able to ultimately get... Oh, look at those numbers. I'm loving it. These numbers are now starting to make a lot of sense. These numbers now. That's pretty good. I love these numbers. I'd love to look at the end of October what we've got going on there. We'll slowly move, get these construction items started. Ultimately, we could then tie in some road connections on this side as well, but we'll probably need to get a few more facilities in here. I do like the this area here. Could we squeeze in? I don't necessarily think. Maybe we can squeeze in something like a park or something. Need a few things in here as well. Looking really good. And look at that, 80,000. I love it. And those imports are low at the moment. This is starting to make sense now. We do need to start getting a few things constructed over here. And then we need to start working on this stuff. Okay, so all of those have been built. I might get the rest of this moving. I don't know if we're going to get to this just yet. We'll get the rest of that moving. Let's get our road construction crews in place here. I actually want this section here upgraded as well, and that section there. And what we'll do is we'll try and assign all of them to try and get all of this to be built so that we're ready to kind of tie into other things. We do need, I think, more construction, but I think at the moment we're starting to recover. Yes, look at those numbers. Oh, that's looking beautiful. It's looking really beautiful. We can start getting some additional housing stock ready to go for people here. They should be able to access everything they need from this area. There's enough food and everything ready to go. This is okay. This doesn't matter. These things don't actually say. We've got a power substation here, which is a little bit at its capacity. This one hopefully will sort things out a little bit for us, so that we better manage our power in this area. We may need a small little shop or something over here if we wanted to expand some stuff. Do we have walkable access here? I think we will have walkable access there. Our kindergarten, on the other hand, might not. So I think it's also pretty useful for us to maybe think about another kindergarten in this location. So let's grab another kindergarten, maybe just the small one. Yep, happy with that. Okay, get started on that construction. This is slowly getting done. I think the idea here is just we don't want to overextend too much. So at the moment, 80,000, that's going to be good. I'm not sure we're going to be able to maintain that level of exports. Actually, you look at the previous month, that was the same kind of level of exports. Let's have a quick look. So if we look at last month, 184,000. You look at that, clothing, 40,000 of mechanical components. This number is going to go up a little bit this month. That number is probably going to be maintained. So this is awesome. This is looking really good for us. This is looking really good for us. In terms of imports, even the electronics didn't kill us. And we've got a little bit less in the chemical space. Even a bit of food still coming in. I'm not opposed to the odd truck coming in with some stuff. Oh, we're out again. But at least this one's not stopping. But this one is stopping. We're not quite getting our crops in there. We might have to have a look at adding yet another wagon onto this. Or even potentially looking at getting a whole extra train so that we've got two of them kind of running all the time. I think for the time being, I might just grab an extra wagon. So what I'll do is let's pop this guy back in here, please. And we'll start moving it from there. I'm loving how we've got so many things that's actually sorted. I'm hoping we can build up a little bit of chemicals. That would be good. The exports of clothing is doing its thing here. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, 15 is what it'll maintain. So, yeah, that's about it. Unless we really up our game with, I think we're maxing out here, really. Yeah, we're kind of maxing out in this area. Yeah, so it's unlikely we're going to be able to do much more than the clothing exports that we're doing at the moment. 100,000 in exports already. I'm kind of keen to see... Oh, 200,000 in exports, 100,000 in profit. That is awesome. That doesn't really matter. Let's get this vehicle in there. And we'll buy something else. Another cargo wagon. I'm kind of wondering whether I just buy 2 and get it done with. Let's just buy 2 of them and get it done with. And we'll say going to the customs house and make a start, please. So that took us back a bit, but I'm still going to have a look at the exports. The 48,000 for the wagons is not a big deal. Is this thing running at 40? Yeah, it runs at 40 pretty easily, even with that. So now we're going to move, how much? 272 tons. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 31 August. Let's get October. Let's get to the end of that month and see what's going on there. Excellent. More fires. Lots of fires over here, but luckily our response teams are good. Okay, it's the 1st of November. Pause it for a second. Well, I don't have to pause it. Let's just go to last month. Okay, what does this look like? 128,000 in terms of clothing, 64,000 in terms of mechanical components, 58 tons of mechanical components. Bitumen, alcohol, fuel, that is looking super healthy. If we go and look at the imports, obviously crops, obviously coal, which is kind of, I'm going to maintain the crop issue, but maybe coal is not that far off from us getting coal moving. Electronics will be sometime. Chemicals is okay, this low number, these low numbers. Hopefully, with the additional crops, we can move a little bit more in terms of food. But yeah, we kind of run out pretty quickly. So maybe the extra 2 wagons there is going to help us out. He's already back on the way, right? Yeah, back on the way. So we will obviously run out, I think. But maybe with the extra ones now, we're not going to run out. And I may be able to move a little bit more so that we get a few more tons of food being created. We've even imported a little bit of mechanical components. Look, the odd one here and there is not something that I'm going to be too worried about. But we do want these numbers pretty low. But I think as long as we're inching in the right direction, I'm not too fussed. Yeah. With these extra 2 wagons, we're definitely going to be able to make do. It's still running at 40 kilometers an hour. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a reasonable number here. Somebody's going to stop for somebody here. And it's going to be that guy. Okay, so now we're really moving it. Oh, we're out over here. Okay, hopefully things will do a little bit better. So we're taking it up to 20 here, which will be 60 tons. Maybe we take it up to 30 instead. I think that might be good. This will be a good number anyway. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is helping us a lot. A lot. The crops coming in this way is helping us a lot. And hopefully we can now get to a point where we can start to pay off our loans a little bit. Okay, let's go back to our recently planned area here. So, construction is beautifully starting in this area. So now let's see about tying in a couple of pathways. We'll get that constructed and moving. At the same time, we would like to maybe build some of these. And like so should be okay. We'll see about doing a little more. So now this construction will start and we'll get these things moving. How's this going now? 92% there, and this one should be, this one is still 111. I think now we're pretty much okay. Now that we've got this moving. I'm wondering if that's inclusive of these new buildings that's under construction. But I think this is a reasonable power supply here. This will just get us a few more. 100, 300, maybe 400, 450 or so more people. Yeah, the construction here should move pretty smoothly as well. How's this number looking? Yeah, we're exporting a little bit more aggressively now. This is also going well, I think. And this is going well also. Excellent. Now, going into winter, things will probably look a little bit different. Our guy's not even... that one takes a long time. So maybe it's slowing us down a little bit now. Okay. Can we get the rail crews to recommence some of this construction? Do we have panel rail bridges? No, we don't. There's going to be lots and lots of steel. That one's almost done. Yeah, I'm not too sure if we should be expanding this operation just yet. I think for the time being, we'll leave it be and try and get our financial position a little bit better. And what we could do, actually, we could extend the rail on this side. So in order for us to do that, I guess we are going to need a little bit of a switch somewhere. If we take this out, can you go from one to the other? No, you cannot through here. So we would need to... Well, let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. If we just start the construction, let's just see if it works. So let's get this guy to start a little bit more rail construction over here. We'll start with these two. Oh, so presumably it can't actually get there. Anyway, well, let's start with that one. So at the moment it's saying it can't get... okay, so maybe if it finishes this one, it can get to the other one. I don't know. Well, let's make a start and see about going through on some of these. We've got another kindergarten over here. Oh, we do need to do some waste management facilities. So if we were to say... I don't think we can grab any of these. So we'll have to go with the slightly smaller variety here. If we do that, I guess that'll work. There we go. Lots of little paths under construction at the moment so that we can get these things moving again. Got some kindergarten people coming out this way. How's this looking? Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. Here we go. So it's a bit of a slow burn now to get a few things done. Move along on some of our money. We just slowly have to start building these things. Look at how quickly we're getting through some of this stuff. Is this under construction? Oh, actually, we need to probably reassign some more of our guys here to start doing their thing. Yeah, that's okay. That'll work. And now it is snowing. Now it is snowing. So the interesting thing will be to see if we can maintain our exports with the snow, because obviously that is a lot more things to manage. And I'm kind of tempted to place another technical services facility somewhere over here. I think that's what we'll do. Let's build another technical services office. Hang on, let's just see if we go to mods and we say technical service. Let's add a few of these in. What is this? Technical university. That's technical services, technical services. Grab all of these guys. Yeah, okay. I might, add a few of these technical universities in place because we will ultimately be building more of them. Anyway, that's okay. I can also get one of these that are practically cheap, right? What's this? Yeah, we don't need to do that. Okay, now let's go in here to technical services and we'll grab... So these are kind of the rural varieties. Looks a little bit more interesting. we do that. Alternatively, we can just go back to our tried and tested variety like this. And I'm kind of in a spot where I'm thinking we just do more of them instead of the large ones. So technical services certainly makes sense to put it into a spot like this. I don't think we will do a lot more than that. So let's pop in a little bit of technical services right there. We'll get the guys to come and build that section, and then we'll build that. So we'll put a few more technical services teams in place here. This area here has a lot of roads that needs to be kind of snow plowed. So once we get that up and running, it's going to cost us more vehicles. End of November, and we're getting to a reasonable number. Yeah, the 114 seems to be pretty constant, but I'm really happy to see that our numbers are getting pretty big now. What is going on over here? Yep, exactly my concern. So what I might do is I might send this guy home. And then I'm thinking, how do we allow for this? Do we just, do we do it in there, or do we do it? I almost think we do it in this section and just put the stuff on the other side there. So maybe not. Maybe we'll just do it in here and get it done with. And to be honest, I am just going to go ahead and build that so that the guys can do their thing as they go out this way. That should work quite nicely. We need to do a few more of them, I think, is the general idea. Okay, that should do the trick. We're into December, 75,000 last month, so not quite the same month we had. And I guess it's due to the mechanical components not selling quite as many. Yeah, it's about half on the mechanical components. But clothing is remaining fairly consistent. We're seeing a bit more in terms of the alcohol exports happening here as well. Okay, so now these numbers are looking really good. I'm thinking we may up the numbers here a little bit to produce a little bit more. So we'll get a few more people to come and work here. Let's have a look. These numbers are looking pretty healthy now. Yeah, things are looking reasonably healthy now. Okay, it's not production. That's not quite right. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's close it out. I just want to go back to our last month. If we look at our imports, oh, no chemicals and no food. There we go. Big ticket item is crops. We're importing a lot of crops, but at least this is looking good. Mechanical components is the only one it's causing me a little bit of grief, but 3,000 rubles is not quite an issue for me. This is looking, well, look at that, 16 rubles on almost a ton of water. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is what you want to. We want this in here so that we have got that fallback if we don't quite get enough. And we even did a little bit of electronics as well. So these numbers are looking quite healthy this month. We've got a lot of imports coming in, probably another round of electronic components that needs to be dealt with, and that's obviously why it's costing us the fair bit. Is this running out? It's not going to run out. This is now, the train is now doing its job. We've now got the numbers right. Got the numbers right now, and we're starting construction on further expansion of Satomic to get a few more houses ready for people to live in. But I'm happy with it. We probably need to make a start on some of these things as well at some point, at least get the crews to do a bit of work there. Let's have a look at what we're seeing down over here. Still a bit of construction over there. And how's the train doing? I think it's already done the section we wanted it to do. So let's just see, are we getting other sections built? No, we're not. So the idea is we grab there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, so we'll start getting all of these things under construction now. Okay, good stuff. Not quite catching. Oh, yeah, that was this little crossover. Foreign manpower I used foreign manpower for this. Just so that we don't want it to be too painful for us to do these things. Okay, guys, I might leave it there. I think we're in a reasonable shape. We are now starting to recover from a lot of heavy spending. We've got a place where we're fairly profitable most of the time. Yeah, we'll get back to profit in this round as well. Where are all my workers, though? I don't like the fact that we don't see more workers here. I'm thinking, do we do more technical services, maybe somewhere over here? Just so that we can get these things cleared up a little quicker. I know that's happening. There's technical services all the way over here. So what I might do is I might actually start construction on another little technical services area right over here. In between this is actually good because we won't be able to run much more in here. So let's grab one more small technical services in this area, in this spot. Yeah, something like this. Let's do it. Let's get the construction going. So we get some more technical services running this area. But I think we're pretty comfortable with technical services, to be honest. But just want to make it a little bit more aggressive in terms of making sure that we don't have a lot going on with a lot of snow on our roads and make it as efficient as possible. Okay, all good, guys. I'll leave it there. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.